I think I'm gonna play Disaster Report demo. Originally came out on the PlayStation 2. Very good game. Mainly earthquake stuff. He's like, oh bother, I appear to be on fire.
Oh dear, I just caught fire.
Oh my word, he says.
Oh my word.
Why do the soundtracks on all Asian games sound so shit? Sound like they're from the 80s on a synth.
I don't play Asian games.
Resident Evil 3 comes out and it's directly virus related during the pandemic. And then this Disaster Report comes out too.
Look at this graph.
Look at this chart. See this line going all the way up? So it's like a drone that's big enough to put a person in.
Ew, that's creepy.
You don't like that?
I don't know.
It's flying around like you wouldn't believe.
Is it high?
Yeah, really high. You'd only need to be like 100 feet to be high enough to die anyway. Like anything above that, they're like, whatever. One tree is equivalent of 10?
We need more of those, I guess.
Just stand up in a national committee. I think we need more of them. I've done the math, and 10 is more than 1. Like, this is almost like a fucking parody video. Everything that they're trying to say to make it sound like this is good is like, look how quickly it burns down. It's very combustible. Look how much it wobbles. It's very dangerous. And then they decide at the end, well, we actually realized that the wood would get in the way of the metal. So we're making these new wood metal ones minus the wood. The example that they have of the wood burning in time-lapse, it just fucking disappears so quickly.
Oh, that's great.
What the hell? Burns from the bottom up, man. That whole thing will come down, doesn't matter. Whoa, it's wobbling like shit. Imagine being in the top of that.
Imagine being at the top.
No, man. Like, it's the cheapest. It's like $1 rent at the top.
Wood is combustible and it will burn.
One of the most common questions we have is isn't wood flammable? And the answer is yes, it is. But our type of wood is flammable in a different way. And then they show an example time-lapse. The thing just disappears. So there you go.
Thank you.
There's just nothing left.
Great.
It's not a completely wooden building. Concrete slabs were used on the top 7 floors instead of wood. It was used to prevent residents from getting motion sickness because of the shaking of the building.
That means that they're more susceptible to moving around, which could make occupants uncomfortable.
I don't care how cheap the rent is, fuck that. And I bet it's not cheap, too.
No, I bet it's not cheap. But even if it was $1, you'd be like hurling chunks out the side balcony every couple of minutes.
Not be worth it. I'd be like 100 pounds.
People downstairs, oh, she's hurling again, it's rain and vomit. And you know, the concrete at the top, it's heavier. So that is fucking bizarre too. It's heavier at the top than it is at the bottom. Who approved this? I think that motion sickness was put there by God to let you know you shouldn't be swaying 80 meters up in the air.
Yeah.
Extremely flammable, motion sickness.
Make you sick.
They visit the architectural designer at his home, and he's just got like paddle pop sticks. Look, glue.
I don't understand.
And we glue it together, so yeah, that's cool, huh? Clag glue in school. You could like eat
we
it.
have Elmer's. Eat it.
Yeah. Because that's why they put it in
But
schools.
you don't recommend.
I had never done so.
Yeah.
It smelled fucking gross.
I think you can eat Elmer's glue.
Be very surprised if some doctor just fucking struts up onto a podium and be like, we did it. It's all good. Yeah, everyone. Yeah. The no contact stuff. We've had little introductions to that with like pizza delivery and home delivery and drone delivery and driverless cars that have yet to have any real world testing, let alone rolling out. I don't suppose you remember Batman? Yeah, it's Batman, the original Tim Burton one, where the news reporters are doing a report like, these are the following products that you can't purchase because contamination.
6 new deaths, with no clues as to the Joker's deadly weapon.
And the reporters aren't wearing makeup or anything.
And what is the pattern? Foods, alcohol, or beauty and hygiene products?
Chances are you bought them already.
The search goes on through Gotham's shopping nightmare.
Love that Joker.
Everyone panics and doesn't buy anything until they work out exactly, like Batman told them, these are the products that he is infected and it's a certain combination of them that do it. And until he worked that out, nobody was buying anything. That's how economic collapses happen. 320 million in the US are in limbo as it comes to way of life. Like, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just saying that if you're expecting like 3 weeks, people are going to be like, alright, back to normal. Like, I don't think that that's the way it's going to happen. It might be to some effect. Like, it took Bush to come out and say, alright, people need to get back to normal and start spending money because the economy relied on it.
This work begins with keeping our economy growing. And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
There's nothing we can do about it.
No. The playing field has leveled to a degree unheard of. You got celebrities that have the same issues as you and me. That's like, yeah, they've got money, but they can't fucking leave their house. All they can do is brag about it.
How would you know my money?
I don't know, but I'm still curious, very curious about it. What about you?
I'm so curious.
But before we do that, I wanted to address a few other things first. The first of which is the coronavirus. And I can't say much about it at the moment. But what I can say is that DIA is currently in the final stages of suffocating the royal death racket. And as that evil monster dies, it's going to thrash around and try to take as many innocent people down with it as possible. So while I don't necessarily think that the virus is something you should be panicking about, I do absolutely recommend that everyone follow the official instructions and do not leave your home unless absolutely necessary. For the next few weeks at least.
See, so that's how he explains the coronavirus. Even if he's a kook, he's making up this fucking fantastic story. What he's suggesting is that the DIA, in defense, the military, and these tech nerds have worked together because of the new quantum technology to strangle the old ruling royal monarch, which has been secretly running the world for thousands of years. The evil monarch response is to unleash that bioweapon on the whole world.
Ew. I hate the word bioweapon. Scary.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear Trump call it a invisible evil enemy?
Horrible, invisible enemy. We're at war. In a true sense, we're at war. And we're fighting an invisible enemy.
Cost him billions of dollars to become president. Can you believe that?
The enemy is attacking 144 countries at this moment. 144, that's unthinkable.
How much?
That's how much he put into the campaign to become president.
There's never been anything like this. And it's vicious.
God.
I'm a little upset with China, I'll be honest with you.
Upset with China.
As much as I like President Xi and as much as I respect the country.
Great success. He does that a lot. But he's got to put the word great in. Great. But he's putting that together like it sounds very Borat.
Great success.
The oldest person to assume the presidency was Donald Trump at the age of 70 years, 220 days, over 70.
Old fart.
$6 trillion coronavirus stimulus package. What if it comes in a box? Open up, $6 trillion. I'm stimulated. What a package. It's fucking concerning when you hear stimulus package. It's sort of like if you imagine it like a lifeless thing and you need to inject it to give it some, like, and it shakes around a little bit like it's dying. Gotta get it moving. Like, you just slap it, it's not even moving. Tremendous, huge, great success. Like these trickery words from like a car salesman type thing, you know, like you say it enough and then people believe it kind of thing. He misunderstood the meaning of discharged. His staff intervened. So officials informed Trump the actor had been discharged from the hospital.
How do they? I don't understand how you misunderstand that, because
he began drafting a tweet. He
literally...
drafts them and still fucks them up that badly? He was going to tweet his condolences to the family. Due to his low IQ and limited attention span, Trump stopped paying attention after the word discharge and took it to mean that the husband and wife died. That is a fucking rough article on a president. Due to his fucking severe retardation, I've learned not to spread my Vegemite so thick. I travelled here with a typewriter, one I used to love. We were all in this together. Flatten the curve. Corona typewriter? Oh, get out. He fucking has a Corona typewriter. That's the brand. And he brought it from America. Why would he specifically bring that old vintage typewriter, Corona typewriter, and then happen to get coronavirus? I think it's bullshit.
What's bullshit? Like which part?
What are the chances?
Drinking a Corona.
And when he's discharged, he hops in his Corona car.